Start the recording. Okay, thank you, Charles. Hi, everyone. I'm Susie McCrae, and this is Let's Bless Our Loved Ones guest webinar, where you've been invited to hear about a business OnPassive. After the presentation today, we're going to open up for any questions our guests may have after hearing about this. So sit back, enjoy. We will turn the chat on after the presentation. I'd like to introduce the person who's going to be doing our presentation today. His name is Red Redfern. He'll tell you he's a chef, and he's an excellent chef. And he has learned about this business over the last 3 years. There's not many questions that he can't answer about it. He's very passionate about this business, and he'll tell you, just like I have, this business is for everyone. So sit back and enjoy. Red, if you want to say hello, I'll start sharing the screen and we'll get going.
Thanks very much, Susie, and welcome all our new guests. As Susie's rightly said, my name is Red Redfern. I'm 58, married, and I am a chef. That is my trade, which goes to show everybody here that you do not need any IT qualifications, any knowledge of computers or anything like that to be able to do OnPassive whatsoever. So what are we going to be doing here then? We're going to be showing you the OnPassive opportunity. But more importantly, we're going to be showing you the founder's opportunity within OnPassive. This is what this presentation is all about here, this thing we call the founder's position. I always like to start off by relaxing our guests and trying to get rid of some of the questions that they've probably got in the back of their mind. And the one is OnPassive legal? Well, the answer to that is yes, we are. We are 100% legal and above board. We were first registered all the way back in November of 2018 in Orlando, Florida, in the United States as an SSL company. And subsequently, we've also been registered as a limited company in Hyderabad, India of January of this year. Both of these licenses are the same licenses as all of the big names around the internet have to operate online. And we are completely legal and compliant with of all the legalities that is needed for us to operate in now over 200 countries worldwide. The other one I always like to say to everyone is this opportunity open to everyone? As Susie has said, yes, it certainly is. There is no qualifications to be a founder in OnPassive. Absolutely everybody can do it. You don't need to know anything about computers. You don't need to know anything about IT or anything like that. The only requisite is to become a founder, pay your fee to become a founder. And once you are in, we will make sure that you win. And the last and main question that everybody asks me is, can I make any money with OnPassive? At the end of the day, 99% of absolutely everybody who look at OnPassive for the first time are looking at it because they want to make a residual income online. Real money, not just chop change, as Charles says, but real money that's going to make a difference to you and your family. With OnPassive, there is no limitations. This means that whatever your financial goal is, it is achievable with OnPassive. And the best of all of this, guys, is it doesn't matter when you join, when you come into OnPassive. This is available to absolutely everybody. So if you want to invite somebody along to become a founder as well, whilst this opportunity is open to them, they have got exactly the same ability to be able to make their financial goals come to reality with OnPassive. So saying all that, let's get going. What are we going to learn in this webinar today? We're going to have a look at what OnPassive is, the person who is in charge of OnPassive, the guy who came up with the idea. We'll have a look at the products and the services of OnPassive and why we actually do need them. And we're going to have a see why we think it is the right reason for you to become a founder in this pre-launch stage that we are now, the benefits of that founder position, and actually how to get started. So what exactly is OnPassive? Well, for a start, it is an internet-based business. We are an informational technology business that has artificial intelligence at our source. We also have brick and mortar assets, and we'll show you those in a minute. We are a complete online marketing solution, and we also have a done-for-you marketing platform that is a plug-and-play system. These next two photos here are the two offices that we have. The one on the left-hand side is where our CEO and founder is housed. This is in Orlando, Florida, and the one on the right-hand side is in Hyderabad, India. This has been leased on a 9-year lease in December of last year. It is 6 stories high. It's been completely refurbished, and this is where all of our technicians, developers, support staff, and absolutely everybody else in between that we need to have an online presence. At the moment, there's around about 600 to 800 strong staff there. This will be increased in due course to around about 1,000. And as you can see, this is being completely refurbed and done up to a very, very high standard. So why have we got a presence in Hyderabad? Well, Hyderabad is the high-tech city of India. It is the Silicon Valley of India, so very similar to the States. A lot of the big names of Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, to name a few, all have presence there. And the reason is because Indians are fantastic at the IT game. They are amazing developers. So instead of dragging them across the waters to the United States, our CEO and founder decided, you know something, let's have a presence there so that we can then hire the best of the best, which we have done, to develop and produce the products and services of OnPassive. So that's why we have a presence there. If you want to, you can go onto Google Maps, put in OnPassive Hyderabad, and you can actually zoom in yourself to have a little look at it as well. So who is the brainchild, the guy who came up with the idea of OnPassive? His name is Ash Mufareh. He is our CEO and founder. He's a family man. He's got a wife and 2 great kids. He's got in his own right well over 20 years of online business experience, and he's been extremely successful of that as well. And one of the things that he wanted to do was to give everybody a fair shot online. He's been very, very successful in his own right, not only individually on his own, but also for other businesses as well. He is a guru at driving traffic to businesses. He is an amazing marketer, and he is fantastic at recruiting. And even though he was extremely good at doing all this, there was always something that was eluding him, and that was to bring the people that he had brought into these businesses to do and replicate what he was doing for them. He even built platforms and funnels and all sorts of other things for these people to help them. But unfortunately, they just didn't have what it took to be able to be a marketer like him. And he thought there must be a much fairer way of doing business online, because some of these businesses that he had been involved with, for one reason or another, they went out of service or they just ceased. And he thought, I cannot keep doing this time and time again, getting people to trust me, and then these businesses that I put my faith in and trust into falling by the wayside. So he decided, with the help of his wife and his family and close friends, to come up with this idea of OnPassive. And this is what we are going to present to you today: a fair and level playing field for absolutely everybody online. There, like I said, there is no qualifications to be successful with OnPassive, because everything is going to be done for you. So he went around and he looked for a company that could facilitate his needs. He couldn't find one. So he decided, you know, I'm going to build it myself. He went back to college to get himself an MIT, a Master's in Information Technology and E-commerce, and attended Harvard for a short period of time to get specifically about online business creation. And way back in July of 2018, OnPassive was first born. So before I get into the products and services of OnPassive, what is OnPassive going to do for you? This presentation is all about the founder's position, this early bird position that you have a chance to be in this new emerging mega giant of internet business before we launch to the world. We are looking for founders at the moment, but when we launch to the world, we will be a customer-based business. This is how we will be earning our money. But right now, right here, we are offering you this founder's position. So what is OnPassive going to do? It is a done for you solution. This means that it is a 100% automated, done for you, hands-free. So you do not have to recruit, you do not have to get affiliates or anything like that, because everything is done for you. Because we are going to be actually paying the company of OnPassive to do it all for you. So there is no recruiting or converting of leads, because OnPassive will do all this for you. How many times have you gone to your friends and families, told them about other things you've been doing online? You know, you go there time and time again with the best will in the world, with all the faith of the company that you are showing them, and it all goes down the pan. And then you try and do it again and again. Every time you go to them, you get the same reaction from now on in. Everybody hates recruiting. With OnPassive, you do not have to. OnPassive is also going to drive targeted traffic to your domain name and website that you will get built for you and given to you by OnPassive. We'll also be using proprietary technology developed with artificial intelligence at its core. This is a very, very important thing, and I'll be getting to this later on in this presentation. OnPassive will also manage all of your customer support. This means that any of the customers that come into the organization via the OnPassive platform, you do not have to do anything to them whatsoever. OnPassive will take care of absolutely everything on your behalf. All the tools needed for your success will be available all in one place under one roof. Everything is accessible for one just simple login. As in trade, we call it single sign-on. And the best of all of this, guys, is it is 100% totally self-funding. With OnPassive, you only ever pay twice out of pocket. Once to become a founder, and that is $97 at the moment. And the next time you will come out of pocket is to activate your account when we have our global launch. And I'll get into that in a little bit of time. So then let's have a look at some of the products and services. So before I go into these products and services, at any time and at your leisure, you can go over to onpassive.com and you can have a look at these 20 products here. Now, there is going to be a lot more. When we launch, there's going to be around about 50, but for the purpose of the website and this presentation now, I'm just going to show you some of these 20 here. Now, as you can see, there's a bit of a theme here, and it begins with an O and the name of the product after it. This is so that people will get used to knowing what our products and services are. But there is many products out there right now that are similar to the ones that we are going to be producing. And they are very, very good. The marketplace at the moment for the products and services that we will be using is around about 4.5 billion people online right now are using a similar product and service of ours at the moment. So I'm just going to pick out two of these. The one on the top left-hand side at the moment here is called Academy. This is our e-learning center. So if you're a college or a university or a school and you've got any of your courses that you want to upload for your students to do, then you put them on Academy. OnPassive itself will give you a completion certificate, but if you are a licensed college, university, or school, and you have the curriculum there, then they will give you your certificate as well. If you're a business and you have training modules, you can put them on there. If you're an individual or a chef or a carpenter or a florist or anything like that, and you have any courses that you want people to do, whether it be languages or anything else, then you put them on Academy, and you will be able to teach your students anywhere in the world from Academy. The other thing we have here, another one of our products, is called OConnect. This is our multimedia suite of products and services. So we are using Zoom right now. OConnect is very similar to this. It is a multimedia service, what is the difference and why is it going to be so different to Zoom? Zoom is the most popular at the moment because it is the easiest to use. There is others out there, about 25 in total. But with OConnect, we are going to be completely different to what Zoom is going to be doing now. We are using new technology, all integrated with artificial intelligence. With Zoom at the moment, you have a main screen. You've probably got a little picture of me on the top right-hand corner. We have a chat at the bottom there, but you cannot bring anything over the top of this main screen. With OConnect, there is a drag and drop facility where you can bring stuff over the top of the screen without losing your main screen. So if you're a teacher and you're teaching students on Academy with using OConnect, you can drag in a chalkboard and do some chalking up on there. You can drag in a chat box to put it over the top of your main screen, or you can actually as well bring in videos that you can place over the top of your main screen. It is revolutionary and nobody else has ever done it. But one of the main features that OnPassive will have with OConnect is it will automatically translate live into 57 different languages. Can you imagine the scope of OConnect around the globe just for that one feature, the auto translated live? This means teachers, businesses, or anybody can do live webinars like we're doing now. They can speak in their own language. You just put something in your ear, you press a button to select your language, and it would automatically translate what that person is saying into your own language. No other company has ever done this. So there really is some exciting products coming out of OnPassive. We think that we will be taking a small market share from some of these big names out here. And there is some big names. We are looking at some really big players on the block here, the likes of Zoom, ClickFunnels, GoDaddy, Google, just to name a few. So why are people going to come across to OnPassive rather than using their original services? Well, quite frankly, because we are going to be newer and better. At the moment, these companies here have been around for a long time. People have been using old technology with these companies for a long time. With OnPassive, we will be doing things differently. We've got artificial intelligence that is sewn into everything we do. We are visually better. We are easier to share. But above all, the price point of these services is going to be lower than what people are using now. These people out here, they are using us because of our what I'm trying to say here. They're using us because of the information that they are getting from us for other services. With OnPassive, your information is completely secure. The other thing as well is with OnPassive, we will physically be paying you as a founder to use our products and services. Now, I can't remember the last time I searched on Google and they paid me to do it. I can't remember the last time we used Zoom and they paid me to do it. With OnPassive, as a founder, we will physically be paying you, the customer, to use our products and services. It's never been done before, and we are going to revolutionize the online space because of this. Okay, next slide, please. So one of the ways we're going to do this is we're going to use video. One of the reasons we're going to do this is by using video marketing. Now, video marketing is a new thing that people are starting to do more and more now. Because beforehand, it was very difficult to do because of bandwidth. People didn't have the data to upload the videos. So we used to use email marketing. We used to use text. We used to use other formats as well. But video marketing is up and coming because people have got the data to be able to use, to be able to view videos. Now, before I get into this, remember I talked about targeted traffic. Now, with OnPassive, this is going to be one of our core features. Companies will actually be using us because we will be marketing their businesses and services to the customers online. Now, before I get into traffic, I need to explain simply what targeted traffic is. Now, if you go onto Google right now, you will be able to search for anything you want. So say, for instance, you put in a washing machine. You put into Google washing machine, you go searching, you click on anybody, you might buy it or you might not buy it. But when you come back onto any social media, what do you instantly see down that right-hand side in all of those adverts? You see washing machines. This is what targeted traffic is, because they know that you are looking for a washing machine. They are then targeting you with that product and service. OnPassive is going to be doing exactly the same technology. As soon as you type in a product and service of OnPassive, they will target you with that product and service. And the rate of conversion is going to be much higher than it would be if someone was just searching on the web aimlessly, because you are physically looking for a similar product and service of OnPassive. Remember, I said that we as OnPassive will be giving you a domain name and a website that will have all of the products and services of OnPassive within it. We will then market that website for you on your behalf. And if a customer clicks on that website to then go on and purchase one of the products and services of OnPassive, you will get a commission. This is how you will make your residual income with OnPassive. And one of the ways that we're going to do this is using video marketing. We're going to have high quality videos with intelligent video formats that are easily friendly interface, easy to share, and we're going to have prioritized target audience to the person who is looking for it. So what is OnPassive? Okay, let's recap where we're at to so far. What is OnPassive going to do for you? It's a fund solution for any cause. This means that you can use the money that you have earned from OnPassive for anything. There is no qualifications. If the money is there in your wallet, you can withdraw it immediately. There is no on a Friday or once a month or until you get to a certain level. If you are in the red, if you're in the black and it's in your wallet, then you can withdraw it. You will give you an unlimited residual daily income if you are in profit. All the top marketing is going to be done for you completely hands-free without you having to touch it, because we will be paying the company to do it all for us. They are going to guarantee visitors and signups to your domain name and website using breakthrough products for the automation of your financial freedom, plus a lot more. Now, remember, I told you there is a second payment that you will have to do. This is to activate your account when we hit that global launch. And at the moment, this is going to cost you between 200 and 300 US dollars, around about a 250 mark, up or down a bit. And the reason it's not been set exactly to date is because our CEO and founder, Ash Mufareh, wants to make sure that the majority of the profits of OnPassive go to us, the founders. But before he does that, he needs to find out exactly how much it's going to cost him to pay all the bills of OnPassive. But just imagine this, guys. We have got a CEO and founder who wants to give the majority of the profits of his company to us, the founders. It's never been heard of before. The likes of Google, the likes of Amazon, the likes of Facebook, they give some money to their affiliates, but it is such a small amount. With OnPassive, the majority of that money will be coming to us, the founders, which will give you your residual income. So what is OnPassive going to do? It's going to provide us, going to provide a platform for us that have a business so that we can become more successful. So if you already have an online business and it's legal and legitimate and approved by OnPassive, you can host it on our platform and they will drive traffic to your business, completely automated. The only thing you need to remember with this, guys, is we will only drive traffic to your business. After that is entirely up to you. But with OnPassive products and services, so that is people who do not have a business, we will provide for you an online marketing plug and play system that will guarantee your success. And this is done 100% automated. OnPassive will follow up. OnPassive will close the deal. OnPassive will then keep marketing to these customers on your behalf without you having to do anything. And we do all this to help to attain your abundance and everything online, because we're going to be using artificial intelligence. So let's have a little look then at the old model online and why we are so different. Most things that you see online and offline, to be honest, are based on competition and conflict. Nobody likes this. You're given targets, you're given things that you have to achieve before you either get any bonuses, salesman of the week, all these types of things. All it does is make things very, very stressful. 97% of things out there end up being a scam. They turn into a money pit. You're paying in, month out, and you get to a stage where you can't afford it anymore. So you just end up leaving, or worst off, you wake up one morning and it's gone. Normally requires selling or recruiting, and everybody hates that. Tools are normally obtained separately. There's never any guarantees of money. Pit marketers against each other. And worst of all is that the compensation plan is normally based on your own efforts. With OnPassive, it's completely different. It's based on a mutual benefit. Okay, the more I help you, the more you succeed, but more importantly, the more the company OnPassive succeed. And that is what is more important, the company succeeding online. We are a real business. I showed you the offices that we have. We have real in-demand products and services that people are using right now. We have real people that have built these products and services, and we have real people behind them that are going to be our support staff. At the moment, if you send an email, it is replied by a real person. In the future, you'll actually physically be able to call our support staff in a language of your choosing in a country that you are in. It's completely self-funding. You as a founder, once you have paid those 2 out-of-pocket payments, we will then be paying you to use the products and services of OnPassive. Completely unheard of. No one has ever done this before. Marketers do not have to sell or recruit. Why? Because we are paying the company to do all of that for us. Every tool needed for our success is included in those 2 out-of-pocket payments. No, and the best of it all is it's the lowest price that you will pay anywhere online. It also comes with that founder position that comes with a 30-day money back guarantee. So you can actually join, have a look around. If it's not for you, then you can get your money back within that 30-day period. You can also pay via Visa or MasterCard, debit or credit card. So you're covered by that as well anyway, if you don't believe what I'm saying here now, right now. Marketers will only ever compete for themselves. Okay, there is no one ever going to tell you what you have to do. Whatever that level of income you want to earn, that is attainable with OnPassive, is entirely up to you. After that, is it whatever you want to do, you do it. No one's going to tell you you've got to do this week, you've got to go and get this week, or whatever. It's completely up to you. You can be completely passive or you can be active. And the best of all of it is, guys, it comes with a revolutionary breakthrough compensation plan that is never been seen before online before. And when you become a founder, you will find out more about this later on. So Ashmi Farah said, everybody in the near future will use something from OnPassive, whether they come for the money or the tools, benefits, connections, or even just the communications. And we know what's just happened last night. So how many people do you think are looking around right now for a different communicational service? They will have a reason to come to OnPassive because we are providing something that they want. We have residual bills, guys. So why not make a residual income to pay for those bills? How are we going to do all this? We're going to do it by using our artificial intelligence. It is changing the world of digital marketing. We are able to have all of our products individually standalone, but also they can integrate with every single other product of OnPassive seamlessly because they have been built proprietary products for us in OnPassive from the bottom to the top with artificial intelligence sewn into it. It means that you can use 1 or 2 or 3 or together or separately. No other company has ever done anything like this ever before on the internet. We are going to bring the internet to a revolutionary quake because of what we are doing it. The only other company that has ever done something similar to what we are doing was about 25, 26 years ago. They brought Lotus 123, Excel, Word. They put it all together, and what do they call it? Microsoft Office. Now, look how big Microsoft are now. We are going to be doing something that has never been done before. We are giving you the opportunity to be a founder and partner of OnPassive for that very low price of $97. The early bird really does catch the worm. Do not miss out on this opportunity to get in now in this pre-launch stage whilst you can. You do not want to look over your shoulder thinking, I wish I would have, for the sake of $97. So let's recap then. What is OnPassive going to do for you? It's going to effortlessly build your team and grow your businesses, 100% automated, hands-free, without you having to do a thing, by providing over 50 in high demand products and services that are being used right now on the internet, to the tune of over 4.5 billion people. They will also automatically send targeted traffic to your website. They're going to seamlessly follow up with it, convert these leads so that they will join your OnPassive business. They're also going to manage all of the customer support and provide a system that will enable maximum team retention. So let's have a look then at the growth of OnPassive over the last 3 years since July of 2018. Let's go from July forward to the January of 2019. We had 10,000 founders. We're going to leapfrog forward now 1 whole year to January of 2020. And we've got 56,000 founders. So we've got a massive 46,000 founders who have joined in 1 year. Let's go forward 6 months to June. And we've got 90,000. So we've just done in 6 months what it took us a year before. Let's go forward 3 months to the September, 150,000. We've just done in 3 months what we did in 6 months. Then in September of last year, things started going absolutely crazy. Between 2,000 and 3,000 founders since then have been coming in on a daily basis. We are now stood at 660,000 founders today. This screenshot here was taken 3 weeks ago, guys. 898 in 3 weeks to 660,000 founders. Why are people coming in at 2,000 to 3,000 a day? Because they can see the value of becoming a founder in this early bird stage. They do not want to miss this train. It is coming into the station. You can buy that founder's ticket to be part of this revolutionary next mega giant of an internet business. We really do hope that you will jump on board. So this picture here is a unicorn. What is this depicting? I said that we are going to be the next mega giant of a company. So what is a mega giant of an internet company? Quite frankly, it is a unicorn company. There is many out there, the likes of Google, Apple, Facebook, YouTube, Disney as well. They're all unicorn companies. This means they have a gross turnover of $1 billion. Now, most of these companies do it in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. OnPassive will not only do it in our very first year, it will do it in the very first month of our launch. No other company, online or offline, has ever done this before. And like I said, guys, you have got the chance to be part of this next mega giant of a company. So let's recap then. What is this founder's position going to do for you? Not only is the company going to do everything for you, but you also get these other benefits as a founder. You will have exclusive access to our very own founders website. Within that, there is a community that you can chat to other like-minded founders. There is videos, webinars. They have bespoke links with your name on it so that you can share this opportunity if you want to, because you do not have to. And there is webinar services and a lot more, all within this founders website. You'll also get early access to use the products and services before they go to the general public. Most importantly, though, you'll be locking in your position within the company payment system by becoming a founder. You'll also be a member of the inner circle, where we get to beta test in a roundtable kind of ideas to see what we think the next up and coming trends are going to be. Plus, we get to beta test the new products and services so that they are going to be fit for purpose, plus a lot more. The founder position is a very sought after position, and especially for this very low price. No other company has ever given the foundership this opportunity to join them at such a low level. So let's recap then, guys. What is OnPassive going to do for you? It is automatically going to advertise, market, get leads, recruit, get the sign-ups, convert all of these people. They're going to build your team. And this is for you or for any other legal, legitimate business opportunity. And they do all of this in and under their one massive roof and ecosystem that we call OnPassive, using artificial intelligence. There's been some massive people out there who have produced some fantastic companies. The likes of Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and who else have we got there? We've got Mark Zuckerberg, to name a few. We have got our very own CEO and founder, who is revolutionary. He is creating something that has never ever been done before. Ash Mufareh is created OnPassive. You are going to look at this guy in the same way that we look at these people underneath here. You have got the chance to join us on this journey of OnPassive before we launch to the world as a founder. We really do hope that you will join us and get on that journey. Please, guys, get back to the person who has invited you here today. We sincerely hope that you do join us. That's it for me, Susie. Back over to you.
Well, thank you, Red, for a great presentation today. I told you guys you were in for a treat. If you caught just a whisker of what was reviewed by Red, we know you're going to get back to the person who invited you and jump on board as a founder, just like the rest of us. So what I did was I enabled the chat, and the way we're going to handle questions from our guest only today is if you could type your questions in the chat, we will get to those. Okay. And also I will be putting in the chat, and I know Marina helps me with this, or Marty. If you want a copy of today's presentation, you can email onpassivenation@gmail.com. That's onpassivenation@gmail.com, and we will send you the link. Please do not put your email address in the chat. It's much easier if you just email onpassivenation@gmail.com. So thank you, Red. That was a great presentation. Like we said, we have a panel here today. And if you have any questions, I doubt that you'll be able to get anyone not to be able to answer it. Esau said, when is the window closing for the founder position? We don't have a date on that right now, but it is coming soon. Like we spoke about, we are in pre-launch. We're soon to go into a semi-launch, and then the global launch is scheduled sometime this year. So the sooner you get in, the better. So any other questions from our guest? In the meantime, I'd like to introduce Charles Osong to say a few words. Charles has over 30 years in the IT world, information technology. He's seen a lot of things. He's been very impressed with OnPassive and has been on board for about 3 years. He knows this business inside and out. So Charles, if you'd like to share a few words, that would be great. And we'll keep a lookout for any questions from our guests.
Thank you so very much, Susie. I want to, first of all, thank you and Ethel for setting the stage, welcoming our founders as well as our guests so very well. And special thank you to Red. I always look forward to his presentations, his energy, the way he puts it together, the slide, the pictorial view. Great, great, great. What really piques my interest in that is that last picture where you have so many different big founders, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, all of them. But guess what? Only our CEO has his hands open, asking all of us to join him, right? That is a great, great picture. And I do know that a lot of you, the guests that are here today, you are listening and going, well, been there, done that, heard that before, right? How is this different from those that will eventually go out, right? All those kind of things are playing in your mind, okay? Because I've been there too. But let me just settle that once and for all, right? There are three questions that make me join this business. And if you understand these three questions, you just think about them, that's it, okay? Question number one, when you're joining a company, first you want to ask yourself, do you have to recruit to make money? In other words, if you don't sell, if you cannot sell or you cannot recruit, can you make money? And like Red said, we're talking about real money, right? Not chop change. A lot of them are out there. Yeah, you can put in $10,000 and maybe make $300 a month, $500 a month. That's not what we're talking about. This is real money, okay? Now, without recruiting, second question, do you have to come out of pocket every month to pay an ownership? Okay, if you have to do that, guess what happens if you're not making enough money? That ownership goes out the window and you lose that opportunity. The third and final question, certainly not the least, does this company have legitimate, viable products? Now, by legitimate, I mean legal. Now, of course, we do have a lot of companies with legal products, but are they viable? What do I mean by viability? Think about the internet. Think about Wi-Fi, okay? If you don't have Wi-Fi nowadays, you are just miserable. If you don't have internet access, you are miserable, okay? Those are the kind of products we are talking about. If you are individual, if you're a business person online, what OnPassive has to offer, believe it or not, if you're not a founder, you will be a customer for at least one of these products. That's what we call viability. And if a company doesn't have viable products, it is a time bomb, just a matter of time. Believe me, they will go out. So you go back, think about those businesses that you've been part of, and they go out, no viable product. Okay, they come to you and tell you, oh, we're gonna sell, we're gonna give you money for trading, for doing this, for doing that. And none of that is being done. None of that is viable, okay? So here is the difference. OnPassive has all three of these. And I guarantee you, you're not gonna find one company out there with all three of these things that I just mentioned. Either they have one, don't have the other two, they have two, don't have the other one, okay? If you have all three, I'm pretty sure any one of us up here in this panel will be glad to be your first customer, believe me. So I want you to rest assured that this is unique, this is revolutionary, and we are about to have an internet quake. Does that word exist? I don't know. I do know there is an earthquake. So there's got to be an internet quake, okay? So be part of the revolution, jump on board now. That's it, back to you, Susie.
Now, you heard the man speak. Charles has been around. And when he was presented with this, he was like, oh my goodness. So that leads me to one of the questions here before we get to another panelist. I think it's Congenzel asked, can there be a lot of founders in one country? And how much does it cost to be a founder. So would someone like to respond to that question? Marina, maybe, or if you'd like to, Marina. Yeah, she is.
Hi, Susie. Thank you,
Hello.
Charles. Thank you, Red. Fantastic as usual. Hello, Africa. Hello, world. Awesome being here. You know, this is one of the lowest risks you'll ever take in life, because in business, and if you are a risk taker, any businessman needs to be a risk taker, but this is one of the lowest risks you'll ever take. It's only $97 to join as a founding member with OnPassive, $102 if you're using your debit or credit card, as there's a $5 admin fee. And that's it. You're done for now. When we launch to the public, there'll be a one-time subscription of only, well, anything between $200 and $300. We're probably looking at more on the upside of $250 to $60, still to be confirmed, but you only pay once as a founder. Going forward, your subscription comes out of profit from the commissions earned from the artificial intelligence marketing campaigns, or driven marketing campaigns. The company is going to be doing the work for us. They're going to be placing customers under us, and we only pay one-time subscription. It's a very, very smart business module. Subscription-based, that's the way to go. And you're going to be able to earn residual income. So all in, you're looking at about $102 now to secure your founding member position. And when we launch, anything between $200 and $300. And that's it. You never have to go into pocket again. So great question. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Marina.
Can I
So
add
good to
that real
see you.
quick, Susie?
Yeah, about the number of in a country too.
Right. I just want to
Yeah.
tell that person that the whole country can be a founder. So if you have the power to bring your whole country in as a founder, well, guess what? That'll be the richest country on planet Earth.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Marina. Yes, I think maybe the question came back from like, is there a limit? And one thing great about our CEO, Ash Mufarah, is he really doesn't put limits on anything. You know, there's limits on Zoom. And if you have more people in, you have to pay more, you have to keep going up. Ash has opened up this opportunity to come in early as a founder to everyone. And it's not going to be open much longer, but he did not cap it in any country or any persons or any time limit right now. That's just how he operates. So if you catch the vision, you need to get back to the person who invited you and jump on board. And you are going to have access to our back office, which will show you even more and more information. Next, I'd like to maybe see if Dan Street would like to say a few words. Dan has been around in online marketing. He's newly retired, and he has been with OnPassive, I think, about 2.5 years now as a founder. And if you want to share a few points, Dan, that would be great.
Well, thanks, Susie. Sorry if I'm not talking very well. I just had a dental procedure, and half of my face is numb. So forgive me if I'm not looking all that great.
I know exactly how that is. That happened to me a few weeks ago.
Oh gosh. Well, anyway, I'd just like to real quickly add that you know, the heart of Ash Mufarah, and Red was mentioning it, for him to want to give the majority of the profits to all of us, all the founding members, and is probably one of the most generous things I've ever seen in all of the online marketing companies that I've been involved with, or any company that I've been involved with. And there is a rare opportunity here for all of you new people to get involved with something that will change your lives. I mean, that's just the bottom line. And you've got an owner and founder of this company that really does want to help those 98% of us that have never been successful sharing any type of business online. And he is there for us. Is very transparent and honest, and his integrity is just incredible. So the only other takeaway I would get all of you thinking about is that you've got, with those 2 fees that Marina was mentioning, that's it. And then every other fee, the cost of doing your business is taken out of the profits that are generated for your business every single month. And those profits are, the company is driving that traffic. And I hope a lot of you understand how important traffic is, because when a company drives targeted traffic through very, very specific and targeted advertising to your business and is building your business every day so that you can increase your customer base in order to get those commissions, that's unheard of. And then in addition to that, they're going to follow up on the visitors that come to your site, and they are going to answer the questions, and they're going to close the sale, and they're going to do this through the automated process that Red was talking about in his presentation. Everything is 100% automated and done for you. So really, it's unlike anything you've ever seen before. And then when you think about the fact that we're going to disrupt all of these industries that are currently doing business online, and we'll probably take over a few of them. And for $97, I'd say punch your ticket, because it is going to be a great ride. It has been a great ride, and it's continuing. It's getting more and more exciting as we're getting towards the end. So if you have any questions, we're here for you.
You sounded okay, Dan, even though you might have been a little numb in the mouth. So thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. Yeah, one of the things I love is that it's fully automated, and that OnPassive is going to take care of all of the customers, all of any troubleshooting or support. To me, that was like such a breath of fresh air. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love people. I love helping people. But when they're going to do all of this for you, immediately, I reached out to all of my loved ones, friends, family, all of them, and told them about it. And they jumped on board because they saw my excitement in it. And like we were talking about, the amount of money to put into OnPassive to get a founder position, $97. And then when we launch, somewhere between 200 or 300, that's it. And then they take every month subscription out of your profit, and they go to work for you. So you have a fully automated business working 24/7 on your behalf, helping you out. And our CEO wants us to have abundance. And when we do, then we in turn are going to pay it forward with that abundance by giving back to things that we're passionate about. And one by one, we are going to change the world. So I think the next person I'd like to introduce, and no, I'm not saving you for last because Ethel can say something at the end, is the wonderful Andy Burks, who will tell you he's a numbers guy. He's not really a techie guy, but he has a big heart. He loves OnPassive, and maybe you could share a few words, Andy.
Sure. Thanks, Susie. I'm not last. Ethel's going to go. Yes, that's a first. It's interesting. Amazon have made 40,000 millionaires over the last 20 years. And Jeff Bezos, as you well know, went to into space recently. And when he landed, he said, "I want to thank all of my employees and all of my customers for making me so much money." Well, the thing I love about OnPassive more than anything else is our CEO has a heart for humanity, as Dan has already pointed out. So his intention is to make 1 million millionaires. Now, I've had some people say to me, "Well, there's 960 odd thousand of you already. Isn't that too many?" And not at all, because the products and services that we have are far superior to what's available at the moment, but we get paid to use them. So it's like using your email and getting paid to use your email, or going on social media and getting paid to use social media. So in our first year, we anticipate taking on 100 million customers. Now that 960,000 is therefore still less than 1% of the first year's customer base. That's an incredible figure. And as Red pointed out, we've got a customer base, a potential customer base today with just these products. Bearing in mind, Ash wants to add and add and add, so the customer base increases. But today we have a potential customer base of 4.56 billion. All right, so first year 100 million, we're still less than 1%. It's fabulous. Now again, with the likes of Google and Amazon and Facebook, they all started in the garage. And they took at least 3 years to come to market. They provided one product, and that product was in the States. We have 50 products, and they're going global. We're already in 220 companies. It's fantastic, but I love the simplicity. As Susie said, I'm not a technical whiz kid by any stretch of the imagination. I'm a figures guy. I haven't got a clue how to put a website together. I have registered a domain name, but that's about as far as it goes. I love the fact that this company are going to register a domain name for me, build me a website, drive specific targeted traffic to that website, close the sale, and then deal with the customers for me. So I don't have to do anything. It's fabulous. Nice and simple and straightforward. Hope that helps.
Yes, thank you. Always good to hear from you, Andy. We do have a question in the chat from Palma Vega. How many launches does OnPassive have? I understand that the new founders will start seeing profit after the launch, which might be at the end of this year. What about the others who have been founders for years? Have they never had any profits before now? If someone wants to maybe comment about that would be great. I don't know.
If
Charles,
you like. Oh, Charles is going to go. Charles.
Charles, if you want to.
Charles is on a phone call, I think.
Okay.
Let me go ahead, and then Andy can comment, or anyone else. You know, I would just say I probably was one of the most impatient people you'd ever meet. OnPassive has taught me patience, but for a very good reason, because I've realized, you know, the longer you wait and learn and throw yourself into anything in life. In this case, I'm talking OnPassive. The journey that we've been on has been eye-opening. It's been life-changing already, even though we haven't been earning any money, because we see the heart of our CEO. This opportunity is definitely going to change your life. It's life-changing. It's, you know, creating wealth. You're able to leave a legacy for your loved ones for generations to come, something that I was never in a position to do before. And I'm sure many of you as well, you know, watching tonight. And that is what OnPassive was built for, was for people like us. But for those of us who were here in the beginning, in July 2018, it was just an idea. Putting it together they didn't even realize how they're going to do it. It was just an idea. So I always say 3 years ago, it was an idea. 2 years ago, it was a network marketing platform, because initially it was supposed to be just to enable network marketers to be a success online. And now it's a global IT company. So patience is a virtue. And the longer we stuck it out, the better it became and the more value OnPassive is offering. So guys, the only reason we are here on this panel, sharing this opportunity with you, we don't have to, is because we are so passionate about this, and we don't want anyone to be left behind. We want you all to get a position with OnPassive and then get your families in, so that you know that you can be that person to change your family tree and help our CEO, because he has a heart for humanity, to contribute to turning poverty into prosperity around the globe, because there will be excess and abundance. So that's all I can say. We are not getting paid at the moment, but believe me, that paycheck is coming, and it's going to be bigger than you've ever dreamed of. So yeah, that's all I can say.
Okay.
Let me
Thank
add to
you.
that. Thanks, Marina. I want to add to that.
You can't add to that, Charles.
I want to just add a little bit to what Marina just said, because
I'm teasing you.
Those of you who are coming now, aren't you fortunate? In a few months, you start making money, right? A few months time. So some of us have been around. We just saw the vision, okay? We knew that 3 years, in fact, when I saw it, I was thinking 5 or 6 years, to tell you the truth. honestly speaking, I thought 5, 6 years, I'll be good. Let me just throw him my $97. Okay. Now, when I 2 years ago and he said we're close, I'm like, are you serious? Okay. So we just saw the vision, and OnPassive only has one launch, because I saw your question say how many launches that OnPassive has. One launch. And that is when we open to the public. That is when we'll start making money and everybody shares that money, right? So some of us have been patient enough, like Marina said, and our money is incubating, right? It's incubating. So if some of you are coming now, great for you, right? Because you're almost at the tail end. I'm pretty sure most of you, if you came in, when I came in, you would have said, it's too far, right? But guess what? The patient dog is the farthest bone, right? Those IT companies, Marina just said, OnPassive is an AI IT company, okay? A lot of those other companies are IT companies without the AI. Now they start to add AI to it, like Google, like Facebook, all of them, okay? IT companies take a while to bake. Zoom, for example, one product, took them 4 years and change to bake. But the visionaries see it, the founders saw it, they patiently hung in there until it finally pops up and everybody is smiling today, okay? And that is what we've been doing. So thanks to those who started from the beginning, they saw the vision, they kept on going, having faith, right? And for those of us or those of you coming today, you are very, very blessed, right? Jump on board, don't waste any time, because believe me, you will regret it. You're gonna be a customer if you don't jump on board. Just to add to that, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marina. Thank you, Charles. We do have a question, and the person who's asking it, I did message you. If you want a copy of the presentation, because you came in a little bit later, anyone can send an email to onpassivenation@gmail.com. And they ask, what do I do after once I join OnPassive? I'll just give you a high level, or Andy, if you'd like to, go ahead. Go ahead, Andy.
I was going to say that this, from my point of view, I became a founder because I was looking for more leads for my business originally, and it said fully automated. And as I said, I'm not a techie, so I couldn't put together the website with the capture page and the Facebook advertising or the Google advertising, and I kind of gave up. But I came across this advertisement that said fully automated, and I signed up there and then. And it took me 4 months to actually then get engaged and start watching some of the videos. And this is what I'm getting at. Once you become a founder in OnPassive and you get engaged, then you get the excitement. Now, from my point of view, financial services is dead to me. I am now OnPassive, end of story, because I get it. I understand the vision. I see the vision. I see the products, and I don't know how they work. It's like a light bulb. I can turn the light on and off, but I don't know how electricity works. But once you get that light bulb moment, you're going to share it with everybody that you know. And this is what we do. We just share with everybody. Not everybody's going to get it. I understand that, but I'm just sharing, and I'm loving the journey along the way and learning every day. So that's what you do once you become a founder.
Okay, excellent answer. Yes, and I think you'll realize once you become a founder, you'll have access to the back office in our community. There's the private webinars with recordings listed in there. And you're probably thinking to yourself, this is great. I'm going to sign up as a founder. I want to bring other people in. What do I do next? Well, the person who brought you in will show you how to get your registration link and share it with others. But more importantly, you heard a lot today, and it's a lot to digest. And you're probably saying, how the heck am I going to explain this to somebody? Because you're excited and you want to explain it. Well, the good news is we have these webinars, public webinars, every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern and every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And what you can do is you'll learn how to invite your loved ones, family, friends to come on and to listen to it we will do the work for you so that it can be presented to them and then they can make their choice of jumping on board. Also, once you become a founder, every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we have a private founders only roundtable where you can come in, you can participate, ask questions, discuss things, and we also provide updates there. Our back office also has an area where you can get updates, and there's all different webinars, public guest webinars across the globe in different languages where you can invite people. So we encourage you to get back to the person who invited you. Okay, that's the only way you can become a founder. We do have B.A. Amstead is asking, how do I sign up a company and or a nonprofit in their names? If someone would like to respond to that. Signing up a nonprofit? Anyone?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, go
Oh,
on.
go ahead, Andy. Go ahead. Andy, go ahead.
It's relatively easy to do. When you come to start drawing money out, you're going to use an wallet. So you're going to have know your client details. That detail will then be in the name of a company, and you'll have to provide things like memorandum, articles of association, etc., to prove the company. But you can set up a founder position for anybody you choose to, whether it be for an orphanage or a non-profit organization or a company. All you need do is put, for the time being, if you wanted to, you can put your name in and an email address that you would want to use. Now, the email address is your unique identifier. So as long as that email address, if you're going to be handing over the non-profit to somebody else at a later date, make up an email address that you can then pass on to them and pass that email account across to them. But yes, you can have a founder position in a non-profit, a company, an individual, an organization, a government potentially, and there's no limit.
Okay, thank you,
sense?
Andy. Yep, thank you, Andy. And once again, if you want a copy of today's presentation, email onpassivenation@gmail.com. And I think that's it for questions, but I'd like to see if Ethel would like to add a few words. Or Marina, were you looking to say something?
Oh, beautiful Ethel goes. She's looking lovely tonight. I just wanted to give a shout out to Daniela. It's her birthday and she's on a webinar. And also all the founders that have joined this webinar are saying, proud founder, 2 years, 3 years, 1 year, whatever the case is, that's what's going to happen to you. It is almost addictive, contagious. It's like, this is all you're going to be thinking about when you actually understand the value that OnPassive is bringing to the world, to you, to your life, to your surroundings. There's just no way, but you've got to get in. So Daniela, happy birthday, and we are so happy to have you on board, and welcome to all those founders, and special welcome to the guests. Get back to the person who introduced you to OnPassive, who guided you to this webinar, and get signed up. You won't regret it, and it's really no risk, low risk with extremely high reward. Thank you, Ethel. Over to you.
Yes, Ethel, let's say a few words and then we're all set with this webinar. It was great.
Thank you, Marina. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody on the panel. Thank you, our wonderful returning founders. I go back again to say happy birthday to you, Daniela. It is awesome. I also saw that there are some people who came late to this webinar. We cannot give you exactly all the meat at this time. Please get yourself back to the next one, which is going to be on Saturday at 11 o'clock Eastern time, or you wait for the next one on Sunday. On Tuesday next week, sorry. You want to come back and so that you can get all the information. But I want you to know that as you're coming in, there's nothing as good as coming to meet a family. This this OnPassive is a new family that the Lord has given me. And I say family because I see the love that transcends from the head, our CEO himself, and all the leadership members, leadership council members, and all the old founders. We are so connected. We are all over the world, but you can find somebody who really cares about you because of what they are doing and what is coming on here. When we get together, everybody's question takes preeminence. Everybody's question is attended to. When you come here, you don't feel uncomfortable. Look at how many people are back there on stage right now, from different works, from different walks of life. And they have come because there is one thing they know that we are going to get, a benefit that nobody else has ever seen. So in order to become part of this, in order to change your life, it is not good to sit back and be thinking. You can come on if in 30 days, you pay your money in 30 days. If you don't want it, there is even a guarantee for you to have your money, take your money back. But I tell you, when you come in as a founder and you get to see what we see in that back office and you get to meet our awesome CEO, I can tell you, you will not regret why you came on board. So it is left for you. The ball is on your court. You either jump in or you get left out because we are rolling. Thank you.
Thank you. Well said, Ethel. Well said. Yes, thank you everybody for joining us today. Get back to the person who invited you. If you want a copy of today's presentation, email onpassivenation@gmail.com. And we're so glad that you joined us. Happy birthday, Daniela. Thank you, Red, for the presentation and for all the panel being here. And I think that's it. And, keep in mind, you may come up with other questions too. Reach out to the person who invited you. What I did was I jumped on board right away and then continued to educate myself on everything. And I asked lots of questions. We are here to support you with your questions, but jump on board, get into the back office, and you're going to be glad you did, because we are so in it to win it. And you're never in your lifetime going to see anything like this company ever again. So we encourage you, get back to the person who invited you. Okay, I think that's it. Charles, if you want to end it, or are you all set?
No, happy birthday, Daniela. That's all I'm going to say. And guys, enjoy the rest of your evening or afternoon.
Okay. Thank you, Charles. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Red.
In it to win it.
Awesome. Thank you.